Okay, so today is Thursday. Just finished a school week. I was feeling sick all week, so I'm glad I'm finally recovering. And this weekend is Easter weekend. At my school, we get 1 day off. So this is our spring break. So, me and Emma are going to Bari for the weekend. So we're gonna go over to like the Puglia region, see maybe a few towns around there. Should be nice, warm, the beach. Super, super excited. But it is a Thursday night and I have a lot to do. So, first things first, I need to take a shower. I need to finish packing. You can see, I'll show you the mess of what I've got going so far. And then oh my god, my camera's at 2%. Then I need to get ready because I'm going to the opera tonight. So I'm gonna dress up for that. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have dinner with my roommates just in our apartment. Gotta pack, gotta go. So let me get to that. And I need to charge my camera now. It looks like if I'm going to vlog this weekend, which I think I should, because I have not been active recently. Been a bit of a dud. Okay. Let's get to, let me show you my bed. The mess, if you will. So, that's what I'm working with. Wish me luck. Hey! Me and Emma just took the train from Bari to Monopoli and we walked towards the water. We're looking for a beach, but just look at the water. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's so blue. And we're very excited. Perfect! Yay. Okay, so we got sandwiches for lunch and they were so good. It's like burrata, prosciutto, tomato, rockets, or some kind of lettuce, olive oil, pepper. So good. Now we've wandered around. The town here is adorable. And the water, oh my gosh. We're here now. A lot of waves. And I don't know if you can see how blue it is, but it's so pretty. Just get some footage of the wind. It's lovely. Just waiting for our train. Yep. And my phone is dead and it's cold and unbelievably windy. And yes, we're full. The tiramisu pushed me over the edge. But oh my god.
You're okay. Everything's fine.
There's some like frat boys over here, so we feel safer.
Girl math.
what you guys just saw was all the footage I took from me and Emma's trip to Bari, Monopoli, Polignano, and Mare. It was our Easter weekend, so we had really high hopes for it. As you can see, I didn't take a lot of videos from it, and that's because it was a little bit of a disaster. So to start things off, it was a 6-hour train from Florence to Bari. So we did that on Friday, and oh my god, my dogs. So we took the train on Friday, and then we were like a good chunk of the way in when they made some sort of announcement on the train, and it was in Italian. We couldn't understand it, and some lady sitting next to Emma translated it for her and was like, we all have to get off at the next stop, like, and switch trains. We were like, oh, okay. So the train stopped, we all got off. There's just like a rush of people, no idea where we were going, and we're by these buses, and there's like 4 or 5, I don't know how many of them, but there were a bunch of buses, and people were just loading their suitcases on and getting on, and we didn't even know, like, we had no idea what was going on. But we figured out we're just all getting on these buses to take us to the next train station. Then we would get back on the train and continue to Bari. So just that added like an hour or two onto the trip, and like bus rides in Italy just make me nauseous. And so that was a super fun start to the trip. And then, so we got there, whatever, we got into our B&B that we were staying at in Bari, and it was cute, it was good. So then the next day we went and we took a train to Monopoli in the morning, and that's what you saw. That's where we had sandwiches. It was so beautiful there. It was honestly beautiful everywhere on the trip, but we just had some things that kind of like ruined it. But other than that, so we were in Monopoli. It was great. It just got like progressively windier throughout the day. So like we were honestly cold, and I was wearing a skirt. I didn't realize it was going to be like terribly windy all day, which was miserable. And then we took the train from Monopoli to Polignano a Mare, but the train didn't show up at the time it was supposed to. And there's just a bunch of us all just standing at the station. And the train just, I guess, was delayed. It just didn't show up for another hour or so. So we were just sitting there, and it was rough, but we took the train and we were like, should we just go back to Bari and just like call it a day? But we were like, no, we're gonna go to Polignano a Mare, because it was like on the way back. It's literally, that's the thing, it's 5 minutes from Monopoli to Polignano a Mare by train, but we had to wait an hour for the train. So we finally made it there, and it was beautiful, even windier, but we still enjoyed it. We went and sat down by the beach, and it honestly was one of the most breathtaking places I've ever been. I think if I could go back and do it again, I would definitely like it better, because the place was amazing. It was just the trip itself that kind of sucked a little. So we did that, and then that evening you saw the clip of us sitting at night at the train station with like being whipped by the wind. Yeah, so we waited for our train then. We're freezing, so windy, and we at least had some like random like frat guys playing music. So you heard they were literally playing a song from Victorious. We were like, wow, never thought that like having frat guys nearby would make us feel safer, but it did. So yeah, we did make it back to Bari that night, and then Monday we were going back to Florence, and we got to the train station early in the morning, and our train literally didn't exist. We like couldn't find it on the boards to see where the train was, and we asked some workers, and they're like, that train company doesn't run out of this train station. Like, you have to call the people on the ticket. And we're like, what are they talking about? Like, it literally said from this train station. How could it not? And we literally had like 20 minutes. Like, we had no idea where we were actually supposed to be. So and they said it was a bus. They told us it was a bus then, and we were like, what do you mean it's a bus? We booked train tickets. So we missed that. We ended up buying different tickets there at the station. So we made it onto that train, which is good. Except that train took us to the station we were at before, and again, we had to get on buses, take the bus to the next train station, and then take the train to Rome, and then the train from Rome to Florence. So we were all over the place, because what had happened was that weekend, like there was a part of the track, something had happened, like a landslide or tree, I don't know, but that one section was down the whole weekend. So going there and going back, we were affected by it. So we made it home after like our 5 different, whatever. And then we got home like 2 or 3 hours later than we had anticipated, which was rough. But all in all, it was okay. I mean, looking back at the pictures and stuff, it was beautiful. It was just the travel that was a nightmare and kind of ruined it. I still would go back, but hopefully with a better luck in the future. But yeah, that was our Easter trip, and I didn't have a lot of footage of it, so I combined that vlog with what you're about to see, which is my trip to Nice in France and Monte Carlo, Monaco. We did a weekend trip where we saw both of those. It was me, Devin, and Emma, but I also vlogged like none of that, even though that trip was really fun. But I think it was our first trip and I didn't vlog a lot, but I just figured I would combine these two so it would be a little bit longer of a video. So I hope you enjoy, because I did have fun doing these trips, and it's a fun story now. And honestly, Nice and Monaco, it was like one of my favorite trips. So I hope you like the tiny bit of footage I have.